Welcome to Guelph Wrestle Hut. I am Andrew Sennedra. This is the Canadian boxer, Captain Witchfingers. He decided not to wear a wrestling shirt in this plain old hoodie. I am so disappointed. Anyways, we're here to talk about the potential of a trios division in AEW and how pumped we are about that, especially since the Super Click, the Young Bucks and Adam Cole united, since they have such a great history of trios matches and stuff back in ROH and things like that. So we were excited to see the potential of the trios division within AEW. We want to go into why we love the trios so much, and it was really Lucha Underground that brought us so involved, or not involved, but really hit us hard with the trios division and everything that Lucha Underground did. So we sort of want to go into the backdrop why we're excited for this in AEW, because in Lucha Underground you had this just amazing matches and amazing combinations of talent. Not just in teams, but against each other, and what Dario Cueto would do with these trios teams was wild, right? When Prince Puma lost the title in Lucha Underground, it wasn't like he had to go far to get another belt. He was eventually teamed with El Dragon Azteca and Rey Mysterio to go after the trios title. So you have combinations like that. That's a mega combination. You got the Rey Mysterio being the elder luchador, the epitome of luchador, history there, and then you got Prince Puma, the up-and-comer. It was just, the combinations were endless there. You had Worldwide Underground, which was the not united, but a combination of Johnny Mundo, Awesome Jack Evans, and PJ Black, the Dare Wolf. You had them, win the belt. Then you had cool teams, like the tribes, you had the Rabbit Tribe, the Serpent, or the Snake Tribe. The Snake Tribe was Vibora, Pindar, and Jeremiah Snake, who is Sami Callihan. Also, Luchasaurus was, he was Vibora, right?
Yeah, poor Luchasaurus got beheaded. So.
Yeah, and his mask was freaking awesome, though. I love that mask that they gave him. So
not as good as my mask, though, of course.
Okay, there, he's got chompers like Evil Uno. And then you had a team that was actually put together in Lucha Underground that sort of hated each other right off the bat. Angelico, Son of Havoc, and Ivelisse, which, they had females involved in these. And they won the trios title as well. And they started off as the storyline was hating each other. Then they grew to, I guess, friends and enjoy each other, or I don't know if enjoy each other is the right word, but that's sort of what you had going on with the mixture of things, and sort of brings the potential possibilities in AEW that you could see these wild mixtures of trios teams. I have one written down here, Top Flight with Matt Sydal, because they're sort of buddies, so maybe when Darius Martin comes back, you have a trios team like that, right?
Yeah, Lucha Underground was my first entry into the trios, and I'm because I'm used to watching tag teams, and then you see the three-ways, and then you see the dynamics, and it's just that extra body, and it's just all up to the power of your creativity. You can do so much. It
goes up even more, right?
You can just do so much, all these cool trios tag moves, and it's just we fell in love with wrestling all over again.
Yeah, because of Lucha Underground was so exciting, non-stop action, stuff going on all over the place. And what was really nice about watching these matches is you can go back and rewatch them over and over again, see new things. They're just that exciting. And like you said, is the possibilities of different moves, like Puma doing something different with Rey Mysterio, and the trios moves that you could build. It was non-stop chaos.
But one thing I think trios is harder than tag teams is it's just timing of the trios. Remember when we saw the Super Click and Kenny Omega, they mistimed that powerbomb really badly. He's sitting down there, still standing so it's harder, but it's better though.
It's just a non-stop chaos, non-stop action, energy. It's just fun, and you can sort of give people an opportunity that might not be able to have one of the benefits we talked about. Give people an opportunity for a title that they might not normally get, Son of Havoc or Ivelisse or Jeremiah Snake, that they had in AEW. You can have the exact same thing. You can have the variations of the Dark Order. Maybe they could get belts that they deserve. You could have Butcher and Blade team with somebody and get the belts. But I have a list here of potential trios that I can run down for you. Just say, like, this is the potential roster for trios tag teams in AEW. You have the Super Click, obviously the Death Triangle, Dark Order variations, Inner Circle, the Factory, Wingmen, Hardy Family Office, Gun Club, Pinnacle, Jurassic Express. Mentioned Top Flight with Matt Sydal, 2.0 with Daniel Garcia, Team Taz could have, and you obviously have Best Friends. So I have like 14 that you could easily have a mixture of there.
Yeah, they have a great roster, and like that's what I love about AEW factions. They just listed a bunch of factions kind of thing, so yeah. It's awesome.
And now another benefit is you're going to get more wrestlers on TV instead of having, like, if you have 2 trios matches instead of 2 singles matches, you're going up to, 12 wrestlers instead of 4. Like, you're getting more guys on TV, earn the paychecks or whatever, right? So you're going to get them on there. People are going to see them in these sort of spectacular matches. So you're going to get more guys on TV. You're going to reward talent, like I said earlier, by giving them a title, but it doesn't have to be a singles title, or, you're going to get 3 guys a belt now, like Angelico, Son of Havoc, and Ivelisse. All of a sudden that changes, and then, like we already talked about, the endless possibilities of moves, match combinations, wrestler combinations, maybe, Dario Cueto style, like putting villains together that they don't like Miro teaming with Lance Archer and Moxley or something. It's all over the place.
And I find trios matches, they're more exciting than singles. Like, so you have 2 guys fighting, but then now you have like guys fighting from like every angle, and like you got people flying from like who knows where because you can't pay attention to everybody kind of thing. So it's just more, it's more interesting kind of thing.
Yeah, we used to see that in some of the matches. I remember Stu Grayson coming out of nowhere, diving over the whole turnbuckle and diving outside. Like, there's just things like that, like out of nowhere, people just flying crazy, like, so you're just going to get action just all over the ring, all over the place, that you can just go back and rewatch. It's great for the product, especially if it's on YouTube, to get more views.
Yeah.
Rewatching the matches.
I'm just wondering, like, if they do like a trios, like, how does it work? Does it always need to be like a set 3 guys, or can like a 4th guy rotate in and out kind of thing, like we've seen in the past with tag teams kind of thing, right? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's another endless possibilities. That maybe you could have it being like, hey, if it's a trios within a faction like Dark Order, maybe you have a guy that could rotate in. You never know. And before we end this video, we just want to talk about, like, if there is a trios division popping up, who do you think will be the first champion? I know you have your thoughts on who that could potentially be.
Yeah, I had some of the choices. Like, at first I was thinking the Death Triangle could be one, but now they got the tag team champs, so I eliminated them because they already got their belts. So now I'm thinking between Best Friends and Jungle Express, because like
Jurassic.
Whatever. Like they got so much momentum that I'm thinking they're the favorite.
Yeah, I could see, like, if there was some sort of tournament, between like 4 different teams or something, maybe Super Click versus Jurassic Express would be a pretty good one, and Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, I think, are 2 guys that very deservingly, deserving of titles. Especially Jungle Boy's had a few shots at, he's title shot and TNT, I believe. Like, he's had quite a few, so I feel like he's on the cusp. So that's, giving the belts to the guys that have earned it. But
I just think the 3rd member is a bit of a weak link.
Well, it would be hard. Yeah, it would be hard because he's small. But then you got Luchasaurus, who usually comes in and makes up for all.
Yeah, he makes up for the size.
But that's our thoughts on the potential trios division in AEW. Do you have any, information on whether this is going down or not? I know the Young Bucks have been sort of mentioning this on Twitter, and I don't know if it was Twitter or Instagram, but there's been hints and stuff like that, and there's a lot of factions and trios matches actually happening in AEW right now. There seems to be more and more actually happening as the months have gone on. So who do you think, what do you think is going to go down, and who do you think would be the first trios title? Feel free to put that down in the comments below, and until next time, folks, come join us at some Guelph Fight Wrestle Hut.